Hello, I'm Gus Mueller, host of Vanderbilt's Audiology Journal Club. We call it Nashville Live because 6 times a year we come to you talking about our favorite journal articles. Coming up in a few weeks, we're going to have a fellow sitting right here next to me, Devin McCaslin. And Devin, I know you're a pretty organized kind of guy, so I'm thinking that maybe you already got a couple of your articles picked, and how is that going for you?
I'm starting to narrow it down. I think we're going to take a little look at the Ocular VEMP. It's a new response that's come about, and we're interested in maybe talking about some of the new information that's come out on that response.
Okay, good. So I guess as the general topic, balance function testing?
Balance function testing. It's an evoked response that we use in our balance function exams routinely.
Okay, you're talking ocular VEMP to a hearing aid guy here.
That's right.
So, I'm going to need a little bit more explanation, but I'll find out in April.
You'll find out in April.
Now, speaking of your course, Carolyn Smaka, who's editor-in-chief, was telling me that she for most people, she sort of has to pry all this CEU information out of them and for you to send in your questions. She said that you sort of set a record as being the earliest. Now, is there any trait is that common for you?
Well, yeah, I like to try to stay on track. It's called a BlackBerry. Keeps me on track. I mean, it pops up. I do it, so it's.
So does that mean like you remember your wife's birthday and the anniversary and things like that?
The BlackBerry remembers my wife's birthday and tells me. So
well,
yeah.
I think maybe I should get one of those devices. Now also, I know that you're on the general topic of balance function, and I know that you work with this fellow Gary Jacobson. That's sort of his area too, I'm thinking. Now, do you guys arm wrestle over who gets what article, or how does that work?
Yeah, it's really strange. It just sort of works out. He's usually working on some projects, I'm working on some projects, and what'll end up happening is he'll take the lead on one, I'll take the lead on another, and we sort of both have our own lines of research, but they overlap enough, and so whenever it comes up, who's ever taking the lead, that's who.
Okay, good. Also, in fact, you just mentioned research. I know that you sort of are running a clinic, and I know you're working with the AUD students all the time. But do you find time to do some of your own research?
Yeah, one of the things we're really interested in looking at now is there's been sort of a resurgence in interest in pediatric vestibular testing. David Sear in the 1980s, late 80s, really was interested in that, and then it sort of fell off. Now people are interested in it again, and so we're really looking at developing normative data. We're looking at how can we change the adult battery and find some things we can do differently in order to get that information about the vestibular system from children.
Hey, sounds great. So is this something that you're writing up, or you're just getting into it? What stage?
We've just finished a couple projects looking at normative data. So actually running quite a few 5 to 10-year-olds, looking at their ocular motor function, looking at their VEMP responses. So
Great. Well, probably sooner or later, we'll be talking about that article. Somebody will. And maybe you'll see it at Nashville Live, Vanderbilt's Audiology Journal Club. See you all in April with Devin.